Somebody has to eat all the food in New York City.
2 slices of cheese, please. 3 peanut noodles, please.
And I think that person should be me.
My favorite slice of pizza in the city. So these are Fujianese peanut noodles.
This is kind of like a dream job that I never knew existed.
That is a Pegasus made of wonton noodles.
My name is Scott Goodfriend. I'm 39 years old, and I live in Brooklyn, New York.
In New York!
Last year, I was laid off from Meta, and now my food tour business brings in about $140,000 a year.
So I'm Scott. I am Ultimate Food Tours.
Ultimate Food Tours is a food tour company in New York City. We have 6 themed food tours in New York and 3 cooking classes. We really combine food and history into an immersive experience.
This is the Lower East Side. So in the 1800s, this was the most densely populated area in the entire world.
When you take one of our tours, you're really going to understand the cultures that you're exploring and also get an appreciation for the food and its history. If you look at a slice of pizza and you're able to look through it, you would literally span hundreds of years of history around the world of peace and war and travel and happiness and sadness. And it all kind of comes together in this very simple dish on your plate, but with a very complex history behind it.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.
So to be a good food tour guide, you need to be entertaining.
You guys want to see the most hidden food place on the tour?
Organized.
Who is going to find this without me? No one.
And calm.
How am I doing, America? Do you want a food tour?
When I'm planning the tours, the food has to meet a certain criteria.
This is the oldest Italian bakery in North America.
Number 1, it has to be delicious. Number 2, it has to come out in a certain cadence where we can time it with the tours. And number 3, it has to be along the tour route. So there are really a lot of things that have to go perfect for me to add a restaurant to a tour.
You dress up for me?
Building relationships is one of the most fun things for me.
Thank you, Nelson. Hi, ni hao.
Wait, you haven't seen this design though, have you?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
What I generally do is I just kind of keep showing up and ordering food at places and figuring out the cadence on my own, and then I'm able to earn their respect. Now people kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more, so I can show up to restaurants and people recognize me a bit more.
So you miss me?
After one day, yeah, you know I miss you.
But I really do like the fact that I'm earning respect rather than going in there with a business agenda.
Shishi.
And not only does that cultivate really strong business relationships, it cultivates a really strong personal relationship.
Shall we, camera? Okay.
Obviously, we make money off of our food tours. We also make money off of our cooking classes. And we have a really cool merch line, which you could buy on our website. We also do corporate partnerships from time to time. We charge $90 a person for our food tours. And for our cooking classes, we charge $150 a person, and that includes water and food. I probably work 80 hours a week, I would say, but it's a different type of work than in the corporate world. When it's yours, like, you want to do it and you're really motivated to do it because you see the benefits. I've always loved New York City because I feel like you could see the entire world on a subway ride. So I would pick different neighborhoods to kind of explore. Over time, my friends found out about it. They're like, wait, you're doing food tours? We want to come too. So I started taking them around the city. I did these food tours just for free for friends, family, and friends of friends. One day, my friend Danielle was in town and she told me to put it on something called Airbnb Experiences, which I never heard of. I remember going home, laying on my back on my couch and just typing on my phone, like upside down, the description of Airbnb Experiences. And I still remember the first day my phone rang that said I got a booking. I got one person booking a tour as my first tour on Airbnb Experiences. She was from Florida and was coming back from an event in the Hamptons, and we just did a food tour with the 2 of us. It was just so cool meeting a new person, exploring the city together, and making a little bit of money.
So this is the merch center.
Then it started getting busier and people started asking for more tours. And I started writing more tours. I ended up building a website, and all of a sudden we got all these booking requests for midweek. So it was very overwhelming very quickly to run Ultimate Food Tours while keeping my corporate job. And that's when I started to hire tour guides to help me out. Working a full-time job while also scaling Ultimate Food Tours was incredibly stressful. There was probably a period of 6 months or a year where I didn't have a single day off, and that was incredibly overwhelming. When I got to Meta, I felt like I finally made it. I was making in the mid $200,000 range. So I got my dream job. I'm like, I'm never leaving this place. And they said, actually you are, because you're part of layoffs. I said to myself, this is crazy, but I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. After I got laid off from Meta, I did have an opportunity to join a tech company. I remember calling my parents and telling them I got a job offer, and they were so excited for me. And they asked me how I felt, and I said, to be honest, not really that excited, because I feel like it's my time to run Ultimate Food Tours, and I wonder what would happen if I just devoted myself to this full time. I thought they would say to me, you're crazy, take the full-time job, and they said, go for it, it's your time, do it. I made the decision to kind of cut the safety net in early 2023 to run Ultimate Food Tours full time and leave the corporate world. Right now, I'm investing everything that I can back to the business. What I'm paying myself is the bare minimum that I can to live. My living costs depend on what I'm spending, but I would say I'm probably paying myself about $40,000 a year, and that's just so I can cover my expenses and invest everything back into growing Ultimate Food Tours. The great thing about starting a food tour company is that the overhead is very low. You really just need a laptop, but you could probably get away with it on a cell phone.
Really, the whole goal of this is really to get the soup dumpling into your spoon without breaking it.
As you start to grow and start to build your own website and do marketing, then the investments really come in. Not so much with hard physical costs like office space, but more all the marketing and subscriptions and things that you need to really make it successful. Right now, the most expensive part of the business is the food. And I'm very, very proud of that, because we pay all of our vendors very well, we tip very well, and I really hope that that continues, because we're here not only to grow Ultimate Food Tours, but we are here to support small businesses in New York City. I've taken zero investment from anyone. Everything that we've done is all through cash flow.
Somebody has to eat all the Chinese food in New York, and I think it should be me.
My goals for Ultimate Food Tours is to expand around the world. I want people to know that you can go to Ultimate Food Tours and book a food experience, and you're going to have a consistently amazing time. We're currently working with other vendors around the world to make this happen.
Thanks for coming. It's been a pleasure.
It's been awesome.
The success of my business has changed my life in probably intangible ways. It's given me a lot of confidence to take risks and understand the rewards involved with it. It's always been my dream since I was a kid to be an entrepreneur, and I always thought it'd be something in film production. So the fact that it's in food tours, which combines everything I love, which is wandering around cities, history, and food, is unbelievable.
My doctor did my blood work one year, and she said, hey Scott, eating all the food on your food tour 5 days a week is not fine. Sorry, doctor. So good.